Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Sunday night tea time. How's everybody doing? I see we've got a couple people in there. Hey, Sage Moon. Hey, Penny. Hi, Voices of Davis. Everyone's ready for the tea, Penny says. Well, I'm ready to spill it, you guys. I came with some birth charts. I came with some other things. We got a lot to get into. How was everybody's weekend, though? How are you guys? Let me get all my charts and whatnot here set up. Oof, we've got some crazy things going on, guys, as usual. Let's see. Lawyer Moog is in here. He's got a little teacup. All right. We are all showing up, getting ready. So, how about this? I will start with a little light tea that somebody let me know with a comment that I actually forgot to do this requested reading. So, we'll start there and then we'll get into some of the news stories for the week. So, okay, let's do it. Oh, thanks, Sage Moon. They're like blue light blocking glasses. I don't know if they work or not, but I heard that those can help. I'm trying to avoid migraines. So, fingers crossed. But thank you. I feel like they are kind of fun, right? I got them for the Taylor Swift episode, and then I just like wear them now for the blue light of it all. Okay, guys. So the first one that I forgot to do last time, highly requested for some of our reality show fans in the Tea Time group, Riley Arnold and Harry Jowsey. This is a relationship reading. So I'm going to pull some of those cards for anybody who's interested in that. And then we'll get to some more of like the big A-list celebrity tea. So, okay, the request for Riley Arnold and Harry Jowsey. If you guys remember, Harry Jowsey was on a show called Too Hot to Handle. He's an Australian influencer. And he was also on Dancing with the Stars with his partner, Riley Arnold. There was a lot of speculation about whether or not they were a couple, as there always kind of is right around Dancing with the Stars couples. And so let's get some clarity for those fans of Harry Jowsey and Riley, I can't say her name, Riley Arnold. Hi, Scott. Hi, Gigi. Hi, Robin. How is everybody? I hope you guys all had like such a good weekend. Anybody do anything fun or different? We kind of did the usual hiking with the dogs, chilling. It was nice. It was really nice. Okay. So let's see. First of all, this request was whether or not Harry Jowsey and Riley Arnold are still together. Let's see what the relationship energy is for those two. Three of Wands. Okay, so about the future. Gonna get some clarifiers here. The World. Okay. Now the World is a yes card. This is really interesting. Let me get one more before I tell you what I'm kind of seeing here. Interesting. Hi, Babaloo. How are you? Nine of Swords. Okay, this is really an interesting relationship reading. And for anybody who is a fan of those two, I can see why there is some speculation as to whether or not they're together, because here's why. So we have this Three of Wands card, which is about looking to the future. Wands, as we know, are like energy and like excitement. It's like it's kind of Mars energy. So it's like what gets you up and moving. And this is good, essentially. This is like we are making plans for the future. We're excited about what's coming next. So this is a yes card. The World card, typically this is a yes card, but when we have it sandwiched between the Three of Wands and the Nine of Swords, which is our stress and anxiety card, this can indicate that at one time this couple was in Three of Wands energy where they were planning for the future. Definitely, I would say for entertainment purposes only, they were in a romantic relationship. But unfortunately, because of a lot of Nine of Swords stress and anxiety, I'm not sure who that was coming from. We can pull a card to see. But because of stress and anxiety, the tables kind of turned, as the world turns, what was up is now down. So it seems like there was a reversal of this connection. It makes me feel like everything kind of fell apart for them. So I would say I don't think that they are still together, which is unfortunate because it does seem like there was excitement. And I don't know much about the two of them, but it seems like there was excitement, Kind of feels like a young love type of thing. Okay, let me get another clarifier to see where the Nine of Swords anxiety was coming from. And if you guys are just joining, this is one of the requested tea time readings about Riley Arnold and Harry Jowsey, who are partners on Dancing with the Stars. Okay, let's see. Aruba in a week. Yes. Oh my gosh, we're so excited. Michael's spilling the tea on our lives. Yeah, I can't wait to go on vacation. It's going to be fun. Okay. I will miss the dogs, though. I'm kind of dreading that part. All right, let's see. Their relationship. Where was the Nine of Swords energy coming from? Page of Swords, immaturity and immature thinking, immature communication. Okay, so this makes a lot of sense to me because, like I said, young love, right before I pulled this card, this is, like just it's immature. It's like it's a page energy. There's still a lot of growing up. I would say that both parties have to do. And so I think this relationship was a good learning lesson. Um, but hopefully, they learned a little bit more about communication skills. And I think just plain old, run of the mill immaturity is what kind of broke it up. Just kind of wasn't meant to be for the long run. So, yeah, that is the reading on Riley Arnold and Harry Jowsey. For everybody that had requested, I'm so sorry that I forgot to do this one last week. I know I confirmed that I would, but hopefully this clarified any remaining questions that you guys had about their connection, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. It seems like yes, they did have a romantic relationship, but it did not work out due to just some immaturity and anxiety, things like that. Okay. All right. That was a kind of a good start there. I feel like that felt very like on to me from what I know about the two of them, just kind of at a glance. Okay, what are you guys saying? Sage Moon, oh, ooh la la. Hope y'all enjoy Aruba. Sounds like paradise. Oh my gosh, it really is. It really is, Sage Moon. I'm so excited. Thank you. You're so sweet. Hi, Natalie S. How's it going? It definitely is our paradise. Yes, it really is. You can like get in the water there. I'm just going to be in the water the whole time. I'm so excited. I can't wait. It's like my little happy place. Get a little refresh. Okay. So our next story is about Jennifer Lopez. Oh my gosh. Okay. As I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard, Jennifer Lopez has canceled her tour. She made a big announcement saying that she was focusing on her family. Now, this is amid speculation that she and Ben Affleck are on the rocks. So I just listened to the most recent Dumois episode. As I've talked about before, I get a lot of inspiration from these stories from other like entertainment reporting outlets. And I thought it was interesting that they reported that Jen and Ben were spotted, I think just the other day, together. And it seemed sort of like a publicity stunt. And then they were also spotted separately, but wearing their wedding rings. Also, according to Dumois, allegedly, sources have said that one of them has retained a very high powered divorce lawyer in Los Angeles. So, when we did the reading before on Jen and Ben, I'm going to say, before the rumors were even out in the tabloids, we pulled some cards that indicated the dissolution of their relationship, right? So I'm not super surprised. I think it's interesting that things kind of are going back and forth now. And I don't know if that's because they're working on things, allegedly, or if they are actually getting a divorce and just kind of trying to hide it for PR reasons for their career and because they made such a big deal about getting back together. And so I don't know. I don't know. We're going to pull some cards and see what is going on with them right now to get a little bit of clarity. And let me know what you guys think also. I'm so curious to see what your opinions are. All right. What are you guys talking about? Oh, y'all are talking about the vacation. Sage Moon, the JLo story just keeps happening. At this point, like, I feel bad for her. It's getting sad. I feel like her whole life is falling apart. It's like her relationship, her career, but unfortunately, I don't know. I feel like this is the case of like, like ego. It's like being your own worst enemy, letting your ego get out of hand and thinking that like, there are going to be no repercussions. To me, this seems kind of like karma. Robin says Ben has retained a lawyer allegedly. Okay, thank you, Robin. Robin, you always have such good like Hollywood tea. I believe the attorney's name is Laura Wasser. Okay, that is the high-powered. Divorce lawyer. Yeah. Thank you so much, Robin, for that info. Yeah. Go, Robin. Come through. I love it, Sage Moon. Okay. So let's see what is going on. Let's get some clarity. Ben and Jen, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only here. What is the latest? And is there any PR element to what's going on? Let's just see. The tarot truth behind the headlines. All right, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Obviously, this is Jen. And this tells us that she has money on her mind, which doesn't surprise me. I think that Jen really does care about money, even though she has invested a lot of money in the past. Like, you wouldn't think that she's very frugal or maybe cares about money a ton if you know that she spent, I think, upwards of $25 million producing her own special about her concert. And she kind of just reached into her own pockets when nobody else was going to make this, do this project with her that flopped. But I think the reason that she did that is because she has such a high opinion of herself that she actually thought she would make a profit from it. Okay. So you got to hand it to her. I think it's great to believe in yourself. Unfortunately, I think that she has overestimated her popularity and she's just kind of having to realize that money isn't everything. And I'm pretty sure that this is the card we got for her last time. That's part of like her story. I think that she's learning right now. It's that money isn't everything. Okay. Very interesting. Money and status are not everything, but that's kind of her. She's definitely focused on her money, the financial situation, and how she's going to recover from this. So I think if anyone was going to really try to work the PR angle, it would be Jennifer. I don't think Ben cares quite as much. Let's see. What is the card that represents Ben in this current situation? Oh my gosh. Yes, Voice of Davis. I will do Natalie Portman and Paul Mescal. I saw that photo of them like smoking and like hanging out laughing. And I was like, wait, are they together? What's going on? Thank you, Voice of Davis. Such a good request. Okay. What's Ben's energy, allegedly? Ooh, okay. The moon reversed. Okay, this is so interesting because for Ben, we have the moon reversed, and for Jen, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, I just got chills. This is kind of like just a microcosm of their entire relationship, their entire connection, in my opinion, these two cards. It's Jen always being very concerned with Queen of Pentacles energy herself being on the throne. She's a Leo, so the queen. That's important to her. That is, unfortunately, I think, number one above relationships. Okay. So this has been a theme with Jen being in this energy. And then Ben, the moon reversed, the moon is about nurturing and it's about the mother. And in reverse, this indicates like I hate to say it, but it's like like a motherhood wound or like a wound around not feeling nurtured in the connection with JLo. I feel like he has wanted JLo to like nurture him in a certain way that he hasn't been able to get from her. Because the moon reverse talks about issues with that, with nurturing. Because our moon, like your moon sign, that's how you need to be loved to feel secure and safe. And, he's just not really getting that. And he also has gone against his intuition. I think that on some level, he's kind of known that this connection is a little bit toxic, allegedly for entertainment purposes, but he went against it because he's headstrong and he has a Scorpio moon and he's going to do what he's going to do. It's almost like he was attracted to the connection more because he knew it was kind of bad for him. But yeah, so he's kind of contemplating, I think, all of these things. I think he's in a little bit of a pause mode where he's really thinking about what has gone on. And I think he's in a bit of a sad energy. Like he's more emotional in this than she is, which is really interesting. She cares more kind of about her ego and her image, and he cares more about, I think, like getting real with himself. Like, whoa, like what am I doing? That's kind of his energy. He's sort of in his feels, but not necessarily because he misses her, more because he's questioning why he did that and starting to, I think, realize that a lot of his subconscious patterns are still at play. Okay. Whoa, that is wild. Okay. Now at the bottom of the deck, fears, we have the 5 of Pentacles. I think this this is JLo's fear, I would say 100% coming through. This is a fear of being left out in the cold, not wanting to be, like, canceled or her image completely ruined because of this. Again, going along with the Queen of Pentacles, she does not want her career to suffer or her image to suffer, and I would say she's actively probably trying to figure out how she can spin this narrative. Like, how can she maybe become more relatable through this experience, right? And when I say relatable, I mean like PR terminology, right? Like, I'm going to focus on my family, and she she might also be focusing on how she can turn this around to maybe look more human, which is like weird and sad, but okay. What about Ben? Anything else coming through for these two? Allegedly for entertainment purposes. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, this is sad. Knight of Cups in reverse. This is the knight in shining armor energy. I would say that at one point, he definitely was embodying this knight in shining armor, feeling like it was a fairy tale and like he was sweeping her off her feet. In reverse, this is like a reality check. I think he's realized that, he doesn't have a white horse. He's not a white knight. And that is just, that it was a fantasy. It was a storybook fairy tale. That's kind of this energy when it's in the upright, but it's really not that. And that you have to be real about things. And when you're not real about things and you don't listen to your intuition and you're giving in to like, you know, your fears and like your darker nature and maybe moving towards things that are bad for you, I think he's having a realization that that just never works. So for him, I'd say this is like a soul growth kind of moment. And for her, I think she's still on this journey of figuring out what's really important in life. And this seems like she really hasn't learned much, unfortunately. Allegedly, for entertainment purposes, of course. Whoa, that is intense. Okay, what are you guys saying? Oh my gosh. Penny says, I think she is done, like her career, Penny. I don't know how you could come back from it. I read several people calling her out. Okay. Okay. Well, that and then mix in the latest like Diddy stuff and the fact that she dated him and was in the club and like when the shooting happened, I just feel like, yeah, people are just kind of we're all seeing through it. Gigi says she's not getting, isn't she? What? Are you saying she's not getting it? Or what, Gigi? I don't know if I understand that. Robin says JLo and Leah Remini are allegedly on speaking terms now. Oh, that's good. They haven't spoken in almost 2 years. Ooh. Are they really talking to one another? Ooh, Robin, great question. Yeah, her career. I agree with you, Penny. I just don't know how you could come back from this. Gigi says, I just did a reading on her and only Pentacles cards came out. Gigi, are you kidding me? You too? Gigi, we're tapping into the energy. Oh my gosh. That's so cool. Thank you for sharing that, Gigi. That's awesome. I love that you're like pulling cards too. How fun. How fun. Okay. So let's see. What was the other? Oh yeah. Robin. Are JLo and Leah Remini actually back on speaking terms? I forgot about their friendship. I remember them being close for so many years. Oh wow. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can get a yes or a no. How about this actually? Let's do past, present, future for Leah Remini and JLo. I don't know why their friendship broke up or whatever, but maybe we can kind of see more of the story here. So in the past, at the beginning of their friendship, what drew Jennifer Lopez and Leah Remini together allegedly? Strength. Oh my gosh, the lion again. Jennifer being a Leo, this lion card, this is one of the Leo cards. She keeps getting Leo cards. So this is really about, oh my God, this is crazy. It's about like JLo, everything. She's learning about identity. She's learning about self. She also has her Chiron in Aries. I saw today when I was looking at her chart. And that's like the wound of identity. So I feel like for JLo, I do have compassion for her because I feel like her life is a battle like between herself and herself. It's like JLo versus JLo. Like, do I give or do I like, how do I not lose my ground? How do I make sure people see that I'm special? Like, it's a lot. It's a lot to carry around. And it's just really this wound of needing to be seen and like heard and understood that's a little bit exaggerated. And the strength card, this is about being able to be herself. So I think that originally when JLo and Leah Remini became friends, allegedly for entertainment purposes, it's because JLo felt like she could be herself around Leah and she really admired her strength. If you know anything about Leah Remini, I mean, she came out exposing Scientology. She also just is a person that, like, when you see her talk, she doesn't seem like someone that can be messed with. She seems like genuinely like she knows who she is. So I feel like JLo was drawn to her because of those qualities. I think she really admired her. The strength card, very interesting. Also, I think Leah's someone that she knew that she could trust. It's like what you see is what you get. There's no fakeness. Robin, notice no cups in the energies. Right. Except for that reverse Knight of Cups. So it's like it didn't like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. Like talking about a fairy tale. Okay. Sage Moon says, yeah, I think she really struggles understanding who the JLo persona is versus who Jennifer Lopez is. Well said, Sage Moon. Yes. Like everybody was making fun of her documentary and how she felt like she needed to keep saying that she was Jenny from the block and like how she would run around the Bronx with her hair down. Like, and people from the Bronx were like so offended. Like, quit appropriating our lives and our culture. Like, you have not lived here in forever. Like, you were at the nicest hotels. You don't even know what you're talking about. And then talking about the bodega and like orange drink. And they're like, we don't even drink that. Yeah. Sage Moon, what a good point. That is so Chiron and Aries. And then with that Leo sun, trying to find identity. Like, who am I really? And realizing that people want to see who she really is, not who she thinks people want her to be. It's like, it's a mind bender. And then you said, it seems like JLo doesn't know how to separate the two, in my honest opinion. Yes, Sage Moon, 100%. And what she doesn't realize is that people would love the real her so much more than this fake persona because people can see the difference. Like, we can see through it. You can tell when someone's not being genuine. Hey, Liz, how's it going? Gigi says, isn't JLo's dad into Scientology, though? Oh my God. I don't know, Gigi. Is JLo's dad into Scientology? Well, I know Leah's not anymore. I mean, she exposed the whole dang thing. Very interesting documentaries. I think they're on Netflix. Okay, so the strength card was the foundation of JLo and Leah's relationship in the beginning, their friendship, allegedly. Okay, where are they at presently? Okay. Interesting. 5 of Cups, but in reverse. So this is about a period of disappointment and heartbreak that they once went through. But what I like about the 5 of Cups is that there are 3 cups spilled, 2 cups behind her that are still upright, and the cups are love and emotion. There is more of a deep connection and really knowing and understanding. I just got goosebumps on my face. Knowing and understanding who one another is when it comes to her friendship with Leah, they're so much more authentic and so much closer than her relationship with Ben. To your point, Robin, there were no upright cups with Ben. So I feel like JLo hasn't even really been able to express her truest self around Ben. But I feel like with Leah, she was really able to be like just herself. Again, strength card, showing up as herself. And because of that, even though their friendship had a breakdown, it seems to me like because this was in reverse, they are working through it. They're not on the other side of it, but they're in the process of working through it. I think they're in the process of realizing how they can really be just such good friends, how they understand each other, and that can be so hard to find. And with the 2 cups right behind her, I just think that they're trying to get to the other side. So I would say based on your question, Robin, I would say yes, I think they definitely are talking, but I don't think they're like besties. Like, I don't right now, like they're not like going to lunch or chit-chatting. I think they've had some conversations. This to me is about talking about the past, talking about disappointments, and trying to find how they can move forward together and like accepting the reality of the fact that they both kind of hurt each other. Very interesting. Let's see if we can get a future card for him. Might as well. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. JLo's friendship with Leah Remini, the future, after they've had all these talks. Okay, we have oh my God, 6 of Pentacles, but in reverse. Okay, 6 of Pentacles in the upright. This is about generosity, and this is a friendship card. In reverse, this is in the future. I think that they are still going to continue to have some hurdles around generosity. This is kind of like just a little bit of like selfishness, but overall, I would say because this came out, this is like the fact that they'll still be friends, but there's always kind of going to be like a little something. I wonder what Leah's sun sign is or her moon sign. There's always going to be a little something between them where I don't know. It's kind of like sisterly, where they're kind of working out karma together still. They're learning how to like give and take and have a nice balance. But I do think that they will be friends in the future. Yes, I think they will be friends for sure. Very interesting. Okay. Okay. What else are you guys saying? Oh, Robin says, yes, JLo's dad is a Scientologist. That is so weird. That is so strange. Oh my gosh. And she's friends with Leah Remini, who exposed the church. So I would guess that maybe JLo isn't close with her dad then. Okay, Liz says, what other readings were you doing today? I just got here. Okay, Liz, well, you're in luck. You didn't miss much. I just did the Riley Arnold and Harry Jowsey relationship reading right before you got here. And then we're on the second reading. We're about to move on to the next one right now. So the third story, Kylie wears a ring on that finger amid swirling rumors about Timothée Chalamet and this relationship. So I'm actually going to read a little bit from the article because I just think it's worth looking at some of the details here. And I have my own opinions, but I'm going to hold them until the end because I think it's better to get the tarot T reading. Hold on. So this is the page 6 article. And she's done this before with Tyga. She wore a ring on that finger back in the day. So, okay. Page 6. This came out on June. Let's see. Oh, wait. This was from last year. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Sources have sworn that Kylie Jenner's relationship with Timothée Chalamet is not serious, but her highly symbolic bauble might suggest otherwise. She posted on Instagram stories from her private jet that while she was wearing a summery floral Doen stanza dress, pearl earrings, blah, 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 we don't care. The signature Cartier design that she had on that finger dates back to 1924 and has become a symbol of life's most paramount relationships in the decades since, per the jewelry's website. The ring's 3 intertwined bands made from rose, yellow, and white gold symbolize love, fidelity, and friendship, respectively. While the first ever Trinity ring was made for French poet and playwright Jean Cocteau, the style's been worn by Hollywood icons like Grace Kelly and Gary Cooper and is favored by modern day stars like Adele, Eva Mendes, and Gwyneth Paltrow. So basically, people are saying that this ring is typically worn on that finger only when it is about commitment. So, and throughout that article, there are like other photos of her wearing different rings on that finger. But there was also a time in her past relationship with Tyga when there was speculation that they were breaking up, and they were, and she went and wore a ring on that finger to kind of spark this speculation that they were back together. So to me, it looks like this is sort of what she does when things are going south. Other people are saying that's not true, that this was probably a gift from Timothée and she's wearing it and showing it off to, continue to tell the world subtly that they are together and their relationship is going strong. It's just very private. So let's see where they're at now. I think it is very interesting and I just can never tell with them. Okay, what are you guys saying? Gigi says Leah's sun is Gemini, moon in Scorpio, and Libra rising. Okay, so they both are Scorpio moons. So they definitely get each other. That makes so much sense that JLo can, like, be herself around Leah because they definitely, like, understand each other on an emotional level. Even the things that are more turbulent that JLo may hide from 99.9% of the people in her life. Let's see. Penny says, "Yeah, I saw it." Gigi says, "What?" Penny says, "I saw it on the Kardashian show this past week." Okay, you did, Penny. Interesting. Oh my god, Penny, what do you think? Do you think this is just like a publicity thing, or do you think that she actually is, like, trying to show off a real ring that she received that's, like, symbolic of their connection? Okay, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, let's just pull a card to symbolize the meaning of the Trinity ring that Kylie was spotted wearing. Let's just see what comes through. Okay, we have the 2 of cups, but it's in reverse. Okay. My gosh, you guys, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Yikes. If this would have come in the upright, I would have actually been so excited because I would have been like, "Oh my gosh, it's really a gift from him." This is in reverse. So this is like, okay. In her mind, I would say it symbolizes her commitment to him. But did she receive the ring from him? Allegedly for entertainment purposes only? No, because this is in reverse. So this is almost like taking an idea and rather than, like, waiting for it to, like, happen naturally or, like, it being authentic and real, it's like she has this idea of her relationship with him, and she doesn't wanna wait for it to, like, actually happen, so she, like, I think bought it for herself as, like, a reminder and maybe even told him about it. Like, "Oh, I got this ring because it makes me think of you and, like, our relationship, and this is what it means," and, like, but I don't think it was from him. I think it was from her to herself because she's, like, kind of in this love bubble. I think she wants it to be true very badly because 2 of Cups, she sees him as her perfect other half. I am still getting this feeling like she's chasing him, and I don't really understand why. Bottom of the deck, her fears, the devil card. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think that she's afraid that I just got goosebumps too. I think she's afraid that he is, when he's alone by himself filming his movies or whatever, and she's not around, I think she has devil card fears. Like he's going to be indulging in maybe hooking up with other people or going on other dates, or that he might be interested in other people. So it's almost like because she has this fear, it's like she's trying to kind of force it. And this, I think this is exactly what she did with Tyga when she previously wore that ring and people speculated that it was like an engagement thing and then they broke up. And I think that's embarrassing. Like, just don't, I don't know, don't do that. Like, just let it happen naturally. Oh man, brutal. Okay, what do you guys think? Oh my gosh. Penny says, I don't think they're engaged, but she does seem happy. She does seem happy, Penny. I think you're right. I think she really is very in love with him. Like she sees him as her 2 of cups. I just think she needs to pump the brakes a little bit so that she doesn't end up like, coming across like she's, like, chasing him. Okay, wait. Gigi says, "Kylie's another Leo with Scorpio moon." Oh, interesting. Okay. Interesting. Great point. Huh. Okay. Penny says, "F boy." Taylor Russell is single, so Kylie is worried. Oh my gosh. Superstar Bella. Holy smokes. Yeah. You might not be wrong there. You might not be wrong. Oh my gosh. Superstar Bella. That was hilarious. Penny D, those Scorpio moon people, LOL. Oh, yes. Penny, I'm one of them too. And we can be a little much. Just ask Lawyer Moog. I didn't buy myself my own engagement ring, but we definitely like if you have a Scorpio moon, you kind of know what you want. And I feel like life is it's like a series of events where you have to learn to like I don't know, like have a lot of self-control, control your impulses because Scorpio moons are like very intense and it's not a comfortable place for the moon to be at all. So, yeah, takes a lot of work to not be unhinged as a Scorpio moon. That would be a cute couple, Bella. LOL. Okay, so that's what's going on there. Let's pull a couple cards for Timothée Chalamet. Yes, we are intense. Oh, I forgot Penny, you're one too. Duh. Okay. So, yeah, So you were doing a little jokey joke. I love it. We are intense, Penny. We manage it. We manage it. Okay. So Timothée Chalamet, let's get a couple cards for him. And like, was he creeped out? I'm just gonna ask. Like, allegedly for entertainment purposes, was he creeped out that Kylie is wearing this engagement ring? And guys, remember, this is on the heels of the baby rumors. And like, it just like if he is not the one pursuing, I feel like even if he was really interested in her, this would be a turnoff. You don't want like somebody rushing things. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Maybe some people would find it flattering, but I'm just curious to see what is his energy because last time we did a reading, he was like giving full wand boy. If you know, you know. Okay. Eight of Pentacles. Did we get this we either got this for him last time or something very similar. Eight of Pentacles. This is like, I've got my mind on my money and my money on my mind yet again. He cares about the money. He is so focused on his career. I do not think he really, oh, this is so sad. I don't think he thinks about it the same way that she does right now. Mm. Okay, let's get another one. A lot of these celebrities are very pentacles focused. And I think that, oh, man, the ones that are definitely very into like it's giving a little bit of narcissism. And then the ones that are really sweet, I feel like have to be careful that they just don't get like, I don't know, thrown to the wolves there. Cause she actually seems very genuine about this connection to the point where she's a little too excited, even, which is cute. I mean, okay, let's see. Stop. Guys. Timothée Chalamet is the 8 of Pentacles and then the 10 of Pentacles. It's like the cards are saying like, I said what I said, and then it's actually even more than I originally said. He cares so much about a financial win, the fame, the money, allegedly for entertainment purposes. Like it's so important to him. That's like his number one focus. Like that's taking up most of his time, most of his energy. I just don't think he's feeling that serious about relationships right now. I feel like he's more focused on becoming the next like the next Tom Cruise or the next like the household name that is like the it person, iconic Hollywood A-lister, which I think he already is, but he wants more. He wants to be like that go-to guy. Um Wow, like that leading man for everything across the board. Like George Clooney, like that's who he wants to be. Leo DiCaprio, Okay. Just to recap for Kylie Jenner, we have the Two of Cups reversed with the Devil card as her fear. And the Two of Cups reversed indicates that she definitely wants the relationship to work. She sees Timothée as her perfect other half, but she probably bought that ring for herself. And he's just like working and thinking about his success. So it's sort of like he's not even really thinking about it. Okay. Wow. And then let's peep at the bottom of the deck to see what Timothy's fears are right now. Oh, dang. The Lover's card. Oh my God. Okay. So the one time that he's thinking about a relationship, it's at the bottom of the deck as one of his fears. Oh my God, you guys, this is too much. And the Lover's card is about a choice in love. I think that he's afraid that he may be making the wrong choice in love. He has a major fear of choosing the wrong person and it affecting his 8 of Pentacles and his 10 of Pentacles, his career, his legacy, everything he's working for. And I think that's why he's keeping it secret. And I keep getting that in the readings. Like he wants to keep the relationship secret because he almost feels like she's not like, A-list enough or like artsy enough or like she's a Kardashian, and right or wrong, it's just not what he envisions himself with. He kind of would rather be with someone like, I feel like someone like French or like, you know what I mean? Like someone who's into art or like, that's kind of how he sees himself. It's very pretentious, but to each their own. But yeah, there you go. That is the vibe for them. And that feels right. Woo, little palate cleanser. Oh my gosh, Beth. Hey, Beth. Have you been here the whole time? I was like, I wonder if Beth's in here. If not, you just got here. Welcome. I was thinking about you, Beth, when I said wand boy. Okay. Sage says plus. Ooh, Sage has some good astrology for us. Plus, Saturn is in Pisces right now, transiting his moon. Ooh, I think he wants to reach ultimate creative fulfillment more than being in a relationship. Oh, Sage Moon, I love that. Yes, that makes so much sense. Thank you for sharing that. Holy smokes. And you posted that, Sage Moon, at least from my perspective, at 10:11. So as we know, angel number 111, I'm going to say that's confirmation. I think you're dead on. I think that he is exactly trying to reach ultimate creative fulfillment. Wow, so cool. Sage Moon says basically, basically, he don't want to get caught up in the Card Jenner's mess and scandals. Translation. I love it. I think you're right. I think you're right. That makes so much sense. Okay. Well, that is the tea on those two. Moving right along. Oof. I do have her birth chart, but I don't think we really need to look at it too much. Was there anything else? I feel like we're good. Like, are we good? Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. But I had it just in case we needed it. All right. So let's talk about. Oh, wait. Hold on. I know why I had it. Wait, never mind. Okay, we're gonna skip it. Sorry. Indecisive. Okay. Next story. And this is kind of a weird one, but I don't know. I wanted to talk about it a little bit with you guys. So did you guys see Northwest Lion King Backlash and the performance that she did? It was this whole thing where she performed, and a lot of people were posting that she it was a nepo baby thing and that there were other kids who were more talented and more deserving and blah blah. To me, it seems like, wow, here we go again. It's a new generation of Kardashians, and this was like kind of the first backlash that the younger generation has received for something that they were performing or doing. And of course, she's a child, so we're not going to like really dive in too much to that just because I just don't think that that's the right thing to do. But what I did want to look at is her birth chart just because I'm very curious. Because a lot of the time, well, all of the time, our birth charts can tell us a lot about like not just ourselves, but our family relationships, our family karma, what we're passing down to the next generation to work on and to work through. And we can really tell that by looking at like the fourth house of home and also by looking at like where's Saturn, where's the moon? The moon represents our mother. So I just want to look at Northwest's birth chart from a neutral perspective because she's a little kid. But I think it'll be interesting just to kind of see how she fits into all of this. And I do feel bad for her that she received backlash. Hopefully she didn't see it because I mean she is just a little kid. And I thought it was cute, to be honest, but of course, it is a nepo thing. Would she have gotten that otherwise? Probably not. Okay, so Northwest, let's see. She is, let me make sure I'm looking at the right chart because I have a couple charts here. Okay. She is a Gemini sun, and she actually has Gemini in the first house. So she's a Gemini rising with Sun, Mars, and Jupiter. Now, her father, Kanye, is also a Gemini sun. And so we can see a lot of parallels between the two of them. Like she's very she just kind of has his similar energy to me. Now, of course, there are other things that he's done and talked about like the anti-Semitic stuff, which is absolutely awful. I'm not going to sugarcoat or gloss over that. But I do think it's interesting that she does seem to take after her father more than her mother in the positive aspects, right? I think. And she doesn't seem to identify with her mom very much. Her fourth house is ruled by Virgo, which contains the moon. Now, a Virgo moon is stable, but it can feel a little bit cold. So, what's also interesting is that if you guys have seen like Kim's home and like her Christmas stuff, I think we talked about it here, like back in December. How it was so strange how Kim had, like, made everything neutral, even, like, the Christmas trees and the Christmas decorations. It was kind of like the kickoff of the beige mom trend that everybody was, like, spray painting their kids' toys beige. I don't get it personally, even though I'm a Virgo sun. Sage Moon, what do you think about that? You're a Virgo sun. Um, I was not into it. I think kids should have, like, colorful stuff and whatever, but it's interesting that her 4th house, which represents home, is associated with Virgo. So this is a home that's orderly, clean, very much about like I would say not overly warm. And if you're looking at Virgo energy, a Virgo would be the most likely to do something like that, like make everything beige and like very organized and detailed. So that checks out. And that's kind of describing Kim as a mother. So I don't know. Yeah, like nurturing, but it feels a little bit cold. Now she has the moon in her fourth house, which I think is nice because that means that she does feel nurtured at home. She does feel cared about, but I do think that it can feel a little bit cold at times. What are you guys saying? Let's see. Sage Moon says, yeah, Kim was, wait, hold on. Gotta scroll up here. Oh my God, you guys are saying such good things. Okay, per 1011. I have been here listening, but one boy got my attention back. I love it. Too funny. Okay, Gigi says, yeah, but Kylie seems to have grown out of her family, seems quite chill right now. You know what, Gigi? I agree with you. And I think that's exactly what she is hoping for. I think she kind of understands why Timothée feels the way he does. Maybe they're going to push through it. But yeah, she's definitely doing like the sundresses and following the whole more like trad wife aesthetic. That's the kind of the thing I get like very like try clean girl and like all that. Okay. Sage, okay, bed. Sage says, yeah, Kim was messed up for setting up her child like that. LOL. Okay, Sage. So you think that, yeah, I saw a bunch of like articles and comments saying that like Kim set her up, that she should have kind of known better. Um, I could see that. Voice of Davis says, I feel bad for kids in the public eye, just like kids be kids, right? And also, like, if North, because there are some like Disney kids, right, who are just like amazing singers, like a child prodigy from like day one, and they just kind of knock your socks off. I thought that North did a good job for like a kid, just like a regular kid, like that's how any kid would sound, and it was cute. I think she had good energy, and but it was like cute kids production type of thing. For Broadway level, I definitely think that there were other children who probably were just maybe better qualified. So yeah, I think that I don't know, maybe she coulda her parents could just let her live her life and be creative in other ways for a while. I don't know. Okay, Sage Moon says, "Yep, agreed." Beth says, "I feel so bad for Northwest. Her mom and grandma are too pushy, and I think she will get grief because of them." That's a very interesting perspective. I agree with you, Beth. I think that they definitely, like, push her forward because they want the next generation of kids to, like, stay famous, be really famous so that their whole family, like, retains relevance. I agree. Gigi says she's her daddy's daughter. Yep. She needs to follow in her and Courtney's footsteps. Ooh, interesting, voice of Davis. Yeah. Like, have a little bit of a different approach, like, have her own life for sure. Okay. She's extremely mercurial then, Gigi. Oh my God, you're so right. Ooh, a mercurial fourth house. That would feel, I think the Virgo fourth house could feel very restrictive, but also very like busy. Um, and perfectionist tendencies. Oh, I forgot to mention that with the fourth house. Yeah, I think that North may have to rebel a little bit in order to like find herself because with a mercurial, as you said, Gigi, fourth house, I can feel extremely confining. Ugh, yeah, no one wants to be like nitpicked at home, basically. Sage Moon says, "Oh, I love neutrals as a Taurus rising, but yeah, I think color would be nice for the kiddos, right?" Okay, Sage Moon, yeah. Even us Earth signs still want a little color for the kiddos. Gigi says that Virgo energy is different than Gemini energy, which is more all over the place. Yeah, so true. Gemini energy needs to feel free, right? It's like Gemini energy is an outward expression of Gemini, which is like moving quickly, exploration, communication, pop culture, like get a little messy with it, be an air sign, have fun. And then Virgo energy is like the inner workings of Mercury, which is like the details, the planning, seeing everything, laying everything out. Like it's totally different. Like they get each other, but yeah. So I bet for North, it's probably pretty tough at home sometimes with her mom. Superstar Bella said, North told Kim that her house was ugly because it has no color. Superstar Bella, thank you so much for bringing that up. Exactly. And like Gemini's Gemini's love like yellow, orange, blue, green, and they like those are their lucky colors. Like they need bright energy. Oh, that's so funny. Superstar Bella. Angeline says, "Can you please do a reading on Harry Styles' upcoming album?" Ooh, yes, absolutely. I saw a tarot reader predict to be his side his side of his relationship with Taylor Swift in response to 1989 Taylor's version. Oh my gosh, I thought you were going to say like Taylor Russell in the breakup. Wow, that would be really something. Oh my gosh, all these years later. Interesting. Yeah, I'll definitely pull a card for that, Angelina. Thank you for the request. That is interesting. Okay, okay. So, okay, that's just a little snippet of just kind of what's going on with, I guess, North and like at home. Let's see if there's anything else. I think we'll leave it there. We'll just leave it there. Okay. Let's see. Some more Diddy stuff because you just can't move forward in life without seeing more crud about Diddy. Now people are talking about reopening Kim Porter's case. This is getting into a little bit of true crime tarot tea. And I think like a long time ago when there was just like a little bit of rumbling about Diddy, I pulled a couple of cards. But I am going to revisit that just because I'm curious to see if any information will come through about the unfortunate demise of Kim Porter. May she rest in peace. So we're going to pull a couple cards on that. And then I also wanted to look at P. Diddy and Jennifer Lopez's cosmic connections. I want to look those up in like the Jan Spiller Cosmic Love Calculator to see if there are any past life connections, just because I think it's so interesting that both of them are having this kind of falling apart of their public image at the same time. And they were so linked in the past. So we're going to look at that too. But okay, let's get into it. Oh, also, wait, for Beth, I looked up his Chinese zodiac sign and it's very dead on. So, okay, let's start with the Kim Porter true crime tarot tea reading. Now, allegedly, according to some sources who were around at the time of Kim Porter's passing, they think that even though the coroner reported that she passed away from pneumonia and like related illnesses, they're saying that poison could actually create something that looks very similar. And I believe they want them to change it to a homicide, or it already has been changed to a homicide on her report. I'm reluctant to say definitively just because I haven't seen it myself, and there are a lot of people reporting on this stuff. So that's just kind of like what's swirling around right now. Let's see what comes through with the cards, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only here. I know this is a very sensitive subject and I don't want to make light of it. Beth says, yes, they need to reopen Kim Porter's case. I have a gut feeling Diddy had something to do with her death. I do too. I agree with you, Beth. I really do have a bad feeling about it. Okay. So let's just see what comes through. The Hierophant. This is the card of lessons. It's also a marriage energy card. Let me pull a few more before I interpret. Six of Cups. Okay. I think we've tapped in to the energy. Um, okay, this is about a soulmate connection. This is about a love that felt like a past life love. This is kind of an energy that pulls you in. Okay. And a lot of lessons are learned in that relationship. I think that we've tapped into Kim Porter's perspective. I think at the time when she was alive, the reason that she stayed there, I feel like she was learning a lot about herself and about life. And I'm sure there's a lot of regret there of wanting to leave the situation. But a lot of people get into that very sad situation. I don't want to judge anyone for where they're at. But I just feel like there's like a lesson here. I don't know. This is interesting. But definitely at the time when she first met Diddy, she felt like this was like a soulmate. Okay. So it's giving intensity. Okay. And of course, he's a Scorpio sun, very intense person. What about the circumstances around her passing? Let's see what comes through for that. Judgment in reverse. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is wow. So when you ask a question and the answer just like comes through, just no sugarcoating here. Judgment in reverse, this is basically saying that the judgment made was wrong. So do I think that he had something to do with it and that is gonna come to light and that it was wrong the way that the case was closed and what was reported? Yes, it was wrong. The wrong judgment was made at that time. Wow, allegedly. Basically, this is talking about judgment. There's still needing to be, like, a judgment day to bring justice to the situation. Wow, in reverse, yeah, justice was not served. Justice was not done. But because this is in reverse, I think we're gonna let's see, okay. But will justice be done then? So, oof. So, yeah, what was reported at the time of Kim Porter's death was not correct. But will justice be done in the future? Ace of Swords, yes, the victory card. Wow, through information, clear thinking, clear communication. Yes, the truth. The truth is gonna come out and there will be a victory. Oh my gosh, you guys. I have absolute goosebumps right now. Wow, the judgment in reverse with the Ace of Swords as the future outcome. Yeah, he is so done. And this for like kind of why. Oh, this is sad. Wow. Well, hopefully this will help her to her spirit, to feel I don't know how it all works, right? But like I hope that she is resting in peace already and hopefully this bringing justice and exposing him and like letting that karmic cycle end and like be reset basically justice. Like hopefully that will bring even more peace and set what was wrong right. Wow. Yeah, so that's doesn't get much clearer than that one in my opinion. Bottom of the deck though, I have to always look these days. That's been like my new favorite thing, bottom of the deck, like what's hidden or like a fear or what's hidden just because I feel like it has so much good information. At the bottom of the deck, what's hidden? The Emperor, the card of power, the card of control, a masculine figure. So at the bottom of the deck, I think that this is Diddy who has a lot to hide. And I think with the victory card coming out, this is indicating that a person who has abused their power is actually going to face justice. So, yep. Wow. Okay. Sage Moon, Diddy is cooked, as we say in the Black community. I like it, Sage Moon. He is cooked. Okay, what are you guys saying? Beth says, oh, yeah. Okay, we saw that one. Sage Moon says, yes, I hope they reopen it. Whenever I read Diddy, Kim's energy is there. Wow, really, Sage? She's working behind the scenes to help deliver justice for what he's done allegedly. I love that, like, we're all doing tarot readings on the same things and then, like, pulling cards and able to, like, talk about it. That's so cool. It would be really fun maybe one time for one of these lives for everybody that has cards, if we could all, like, pull them at the same time and, like, talk about what we're pulling. I don't know. It's fun. Community card pulls. But I love that, Sage Moon. Thank you for sharing that, and that's very cool to get confirmation that you're also getting this similar energy. Voice of Davis says, "It was Tom Holland's birthday yesterday. Aw. They didn't post any birthday tributes, but they were spotted in London the day before. Can we pull a card on if they spent his birthday together?" Absolutely. I love them. I think they're so cute, and I feel like they didn't post just because they were, like, probably busy. Like, they give me such good, genuine energy. Beth says, "When people are in abusive relationships, they feel like in some ways they're responsible for their partner's actions, and that is why it is so difficult for people to leave those relationships." Thank you for sharing that, Beth. I 100% agree with you, and I have so much empathy for that. There are people in my family who have been through that, and I've seen that as well in my own life in the past when I was much younger, and it is a very tough thing to go through. And if anybody's watching this and you've been through that or going through that, I just want to give you the biggest hug. And yes, it is something to definitely bring light to because it's just important that we all realize that, what, I don't know, just have compassion for ourselves and at the same time realize that we can forgive ourselves and that we all deserve love and to be treated well and with kindness. And there really is love out there for everybody. Oh, that is so sad about Kim Porter. Thank you for sharing that, Beth. Okay, Sage says, exactly, Beth. It's such a vicious cycle for sure. Robin says, Diddy's daughter, Chance Combs, graduated from Sierra Canyon High School a few days ago. Sierra Canyon High School. Oh, is that? I feel like, is that in Vegas? Probably in LA, but okay. High school, and he was not present. He is, ooh, has he fled the country? Oh my gosh. He's probably in Miami, right? Um, I don't know. Let's see, Robin. Has Diddy fled the country? Then after this, we'll finish up the Diddy stuff, and then I'm going to get back to, we have those 2 requests from you guys. Has he fled the country? Beth says, oh my God, Brit, me too. Family that went through abusive relationships. Right, Beth? It's like when you see it up close, it's just, you have like a different understanding of it. And it's so sad. So sad. And a lot of compassion for it. Oh man. Sending you a big hug, Beth, because that's hard. Okay, let's see. Did Diddy flee the country? Oh, this is crazy, guys. The Chariot, which is about movement and like, oh my God, but in reverse. This is a no. No, he didn't. But it's not like he doesn't want to because we did get the Chariot. It's like, that's crazy. When the tarot's talking, when the tarot's just talking out loud. Aw, Sage Moon. I love you guys. Y'all are so sweet. Okay. So let's see. I do want to see about the cosmic connections between JLo and Diddy. And I'm going to type in their info into my calculator. It's going to take a couple seconds. Try to do this as quick as possible. But I just had this idea that I would really love to check those. And I think we could find out some interesting things about, I don't know, what could come next for them, why they dated, like why this downfall is happening at the same time. There's something here that's strange. Okay. So if we could just play that elevator music while I do this, I promise we'll do it quick. So the cosmic love connections, I'll just kind of explain this a little bit while I put in the information. As you guys know, this is all about past life connections and like the gifts that we bring to each other. And sometimes the gifts are positive things and sometimes the gifts are life lessons. But you can really see when 2 people are close, a lot of the time we call in people who have some sort of gift or lesson for us. So you can kind of understand even more about like where someone was at the time and some similar like shared karma. It's very interesting. And also like why things happened the way that they did. So, okay. JLo was born on July 24th, making her a 6 energy Leo. So she really does value a lot of like harmony. She was born in 1969. Okay. And we don't know her birth time. Unconfirmed, of course. So we are not going to have that part, but we'll still get a lot of good information. And she was born, of course, in New York, the Bronx specifically, as she wants us to know. It's interesting to me also that she's a 6 energy Leo because 6s are about like harmony and they tend to have a lot of responsibility and be nurturing. So I also feel like she is meant to grow into this nurturing quality. And that makes me think of the card we got for Ben with the moon reversed. It's almost like he kind of was trying to push her to be that, and she just is resisting it. Okay, for Diddy or Sean Combs. It'll be interesting to see what his North Node is too. I'm just so curious. Actually, I think it was Cancer. Okay. He was born November 4th, making him a 4 energy Scorpio. And that is intense, you guys. And again, all of these can either be used for good or for negative, but someone who's using the hardworking energy of the 4 with the power of the Scorpio, it's like 4 can be extremely rigid on the negative side and can build something very powerful and unbreakable, like a fortress. Okay, 1969. Something hard to escape. You know what I mean? Thank you for your patience, by the way. I just like really want to do this. Okay. Unknown birth time, of course, and he was born also in New York. Okay. And calculate. Okay. So, oh, wait, this is different than I thought. Okay, interesting. November 969. Oh, okay. So I was thinking that he had a Cancer North Node. He actually is a Pisces North Node person, and Jen is also a Pisces North Node person. They do have past life connections and future this life contracts. So let's get into it. This is wild. Before I jump in, hold on. Let me make sure I'm not going to miss anything y'all have said. Sage Moon with the elevator music. Thank you, Sage. Gigi on the 6, lol. Yes. Michelle says Aphrodite, another tarot reader on YouTube, saw the JLo and Diddy were together because of protection from an ex and PR too. Oh, okay, interesting. Thank you for sharing that, Michelle. I was hearing the final Jeopardy song. Beth says, "Oh my god, you guys are so funny." Okay, so here we go. Both are Pisces North Node people, meaning that they are Virgo South Node people. So, just like when I've talked about Travis and Taylor, who are both Aquarius North Node people, they're on the same path, like the same trajectory. They're moving in the same direction, trying to cultivate the same type of energy, which on one hand can be really good because that helps to souls. This is like a soul level reading. Okay. This goes like beyond like the ego or this life. We're talking about like their soul astrology, like this life, the last life, the next life. Okay. So it's a little bit deeper, a little wild. Um, but then at the same time, just like with Taylor and Travis, there can be like if there is an issue or if you guys hit a roadblock, that's not the person to turn to because they're in the same boat as you. Like they're also learning the same skills and they also have the same blind spots that you have. So their blind spots are around the Pisces energy of letting go, being really creative from a place of just like authentic creativity. It's reminds me of what we've been talking about with JLo and how she seems like she was forcing it, and like kind of trying too hard, like being a little too Virgo about her creativity because in a past life and in childhood, that Virgo energy was good for her. She had to be structured. She had to work hard. She had to use all of the resources at her disposal to make it and do what it was that she wants to do. Her Leo sun sign, her ego needing to be a Leo, needing to be a star. But the next, but in her adult life and into like the next life, she's supposed to embody Pisces energy and let go, be more spiritual. Pisces energy is very creative because it's represented by Neptune, which is a higher octave of Venus. So she's supposed to just like be creative for the sake of being creative. It's like let go and let God flow. And as we can see from just where she's at right now, she really has not done that yet. Maybe part of why everything's falling apart is because the universe is trying to push her towards that Pisces energy of really letting go and just being who she is and not trying to control everything and just be creative for the sake of creativity. Okay, so interesting. So they're both doing that. Now with Sean Combs, wow, Pisces North Node. I feel like he actually has done Pisces North Node, but he's done it like in the negative because Pisces can, on the dark side, can be associated with a lack of boundaries. Um, Pisces is also like the fish moving in two different directions. So when it's positive, when someone chooses to use the energy positively, it's like you're able to both, you know, incorporate your creativity with like an understanding of spirituality and it can be really positive. You're able to like kind of see things full circle and move freely, in both directions. When it's negative, it can be associated with like addictions, control, not having boundaries. It's just like drowning in emotion, confusion, like all of that. And I definitely feel like he's done that, right? With everything he's created. So that is Wild. Okay, their gifts or the lessons that they've been bringing to each other, their connection and purpose in each other's lives in this lifetime. Sean is bringing into Jennifer Lopez's life energy into her eighth house of shared resources. So he helped her in her career a lot. The eighth house has to do with our partnerships that financially benefit us. There's a little bit of like, the marriage contract that falls into the eighth house, also inheritances when people pass away. So think about like connections that you have that give you a material boost in life. It's about combining resources with another soul in order to be pushed forward. And when they were dating, she was going through that whole phase where she was like being Jenny from the block. I think he helped her in her career, basically. She benefited in ways known and unknown to the public from that relationship. The gifts or lessons that Jen brought to Sean's life, her North Node falls in his fifth house. That's wow. That's like creativity, childlike joy, also children. So it's interesting that they didn't have kids together because that could be a major indication that they would have children together. Interesting. Wow, but childlike joy and, like, the inner child. So, I think that he really probably felt very strongly about her, and there may be a chance that he didn't even show her, like, his worst side, like, what he's really like, because that 5th house, it is, like, innocence and creativity and fun. It's, like, lighthearted. So, it's possible that he just showed her his lighthearted side. Wow, okay, that is very bizarre, and then I'm gonna read the rest, but I wanna see what you guys are saying. Aw, Sage Moon, you're so sweet. I love that. What you said to Beth, that's so sweet. Gigi, Pisces North Node for him. Oh, yes. Thank you, Gigi. Voice of Davis, Matthew McConaughey was born on the exact same day as Diddy. Oh my, interesting, Voice of Davis. So see how two people can be given the same energy and do different things with it, right? I think Matthew McConaughey has definitely reached, I would say, the positive potential of the Pisces North Node. Like that book that he wrote, Green Lights. Like, oh my gosh, very go with the flow. All right, all right, all right. Like, yes. Oh my God. Voice of Davis, thank you for telling us that. That's really cool. Let's see. They were born on the same year, so it's not surprising that they have the same North Node. Very cool. Okay. Oh, wait, JLo and Diddy, are they the same exact age? Okay, cool. Yes, exactly. Same year, same North Node. Sage Moon says, and South Node is on Diddy's moon in Virgo, allegedly. Ooh, allegedly. Is it? Let's see. Does he have a Virgo moon? Oh my gosh. If they're okay, allegedly, Sage Moon, if they do have the South Node moon connection, that would definitely indicate that Diddy was big time emotionally affected by the connection, especially with the fifth house there. I'm really surprised that they didn't have kids together, if that is allegedly the connection. That's crazy. Okay. Thank you for sharing that though. Gigi says, oh, and Saturn is currently in Pisces. Yes, it is. And both are going through a similar kind of crisis. Uh-huh. Yes, but karma is the difference for Matthew. Yes, Beth. 1000%. I love all of the comments. I'm just like, have to go down the thing and read them all. It's like, they're so, yes, you guys are so insightful. Robin says Diddy was her mentor. He encouraged her to get into the fashion industry, getting her own restaurant. He helped her diversify her portfolio. Wow, Robin. Okay. So there was even more that he was doing behind the scenes to help her benefit. Um, wow, in the fashion industry, her restaurant, that's so eighth house connection. That is so eighth house. It is definitely giving someone material means to move forward and achieve their dreams via a relationship or connection that you have. Wow. Okay. Wow, Robin, that's like blowing my mind. Well, 1000% confirmation then that is wow. Okay. I can't even talk. It's crazy. The aspects, past life contracts. So they do have past life contracts. Sean's North Node is conjunct Jen's North Node. Okay, so they have this double conjunction. So that's sort of like a mirroring. So when they came into each other's lives, I would say that there was this mirroring and this way of like being able to understand more about their North Node through spending time with the other person. It's like they could see where maybe some of the blind spots were and maybe where Virgo South Node energy was no longer serving that person. And it helped them reflect and understand that that also is something that they're doing. So it's kind of giving like a mirror energy there for the North Node connection. Now, the South Node conjunction, this is where we have the past life contracts. It also can indicate a past life where there was like unfinished business and it can be, a little intense there. So Sean's South Node is conjunct Jen's Pluto. That's wild. That is a wild past life connection to have because Pluto, as we know, is associated with Scorpio, the underworld, the taboo, um, the deepest, darkest things, the transformation that we're going through in this life. Pluto can really bring up just a lot of like, even like a crisis of faith, a crisis of identity. Like it's a whole thing. And the fact that they have this is talking about how he was like meant to help her transform, possibly through a loss of identity, possibly through it could have been in a way that was very difficult that we don't know about that she was never public about. I would say there could have been some stuff going on there. And then Jen's South Node is conjunct Sean's Pluto. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. So they both have that Pluto connection. This is a mirroring energy. And then they're both going through the same thing right now in the public eye. Yeah, this is a mirroring energy. I think that they could be one of, like, the soulmates of the other. I know that sounds kind of weird, but this is giving, like, very similar, like, soul family energy, so I think they both have a lot of, like, transformation with Pluto, like, some dark stuff to kinda overcome that's, like, hidden, and then the composite chart, the energy that they create or created when they were a couple, like, together, their composite north node was in Pisces, of course, in the 7th house of partnership. Okay, and I'm just gonna say this, you guys. I'm sorry, but like, if you can be a perfect partner for Diddy and you have that much like mirrored energy, I would say that JLo might have, I don't know. I don't think she's as innocent as she seems. And of course, we like allegedly for entertainment purposes, we joke about like some of her diva ways, but I don't know. There could even be, I think she might be more than just like a little bit diva ish. You know what I mean? It's a little spooky. Oh my gosh. All right. What are you guys saying? Such good points, y'all. From Stageman, Gigi, Beth Sparks, Robin Green. Yep. Robin says, remember she had sweet face clothesline and her restaurant Madres. Oh my God. I remember Madres. I don't remember the sweet face clothing line. Oh my gosh. Wow. Whatever happened with that? We don't know either of their birth times, so we don't know for sure about the houses. Well, I think that that's true, but I think that the Jen Spiller Cosmic Love book, she has this calculation. It's a way that they do this like noon chart and it's pretty accurate. It's pretty accurate. So I like it. I'm gonna say that I think that the interpretation felt very dead on, especially with the eighth house and us knowing what we know about JLo and not in the mentorship. Oh my gosh, Robin. Okay, interesting. So we had a couple of requests as well. Let's see. There's a request for Taylor Russell. Let's see. Robin says Diddy's song "I Need a Girl" has a verse in it that reads, "Damn, I wish you had my child, a pretty little girl with Diddy style. Maybe that's where the children vibe comes from." Oh my God, Robin, the fifth house. I wonder if that was part of why they broke up. Because with someone's North Node gifts stimulating your fifth house of children and creativity, it's definitely this energy of wanting to have kids with somebody. So I think that he really wanted, like, yeah, I think he really wanted to have kids with her. And maybe she wasn't ready to have kids yet because that was a while back. She was still like really, trying to continue to expand her music career. And that was like many evolutions ago of JLo. So I wonder if that was part of like what happened or what broke them up. Very interesting, Robin. Thank you for sharing the lyrics. It's crazy. Yeah, I could see that. Okay. So let's see. Taylor Russell. see. We had a request for a Taylor Russell little read there. Let's see. I forgot what the context of the reading was. I'm thinking about Diddy and thinking about all these other things. Oh, and then okay, let's pull Tom Holland's first. All right, Tom Holland's birthday was yesterday. Did he spend it with Zendaya? Let's see. Three of Wands in reverse. Okay, I'm gonna get a couple more to make sure that we have clarification. Page of Swords in reverse. Okay. Oh, two more came out. Oh, okay. Two of Cups, the Devil in reverse. Okay. Didn't post birthday tributes, but they were spotted in London. Okay, let me see. It's kind of a weird little story here. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay. So I'm going to say that they have been really busy. We have this Three of Wands in reverse. I think that some of the plans that Tom Holland and Zendaya have had, it's just been hard for them to follow through on all of them because, I think he's filming something and I know that she's been promoting her film, and I just feel like they both are in such a busy season of their lives. So I think that some of their future plans are on hold. We got a lot of reversals here, including this Page of Swords energy, which tells us that they have really worked on their communication. And because of their busy schedules, it's forced them to work on their communication. It's forced them to be sure that they are clear about, boundaries and any temptation. I saw like this compilation on TikTok of Zendaya with like two of the guys that are in that movie with her. And it shows like Tom Holland on the side, like kind of like looking over. And I think it was totally edited. But, but I will say that this is about maybe from time to time him having just a little bit of a twinge, maybe of jealousy I don't think it's anything crazy. He comes across as like pretty even keeled, even in our readings, like very sweet, very supportive of her and her career, which is healthy because they're both actors and, that's the job that they do. But I think that they have had to really communicate to fight against any sort of rumors or jealousy coming in between them. And we have this Two of Cups in reverse because that would be probably the one thing that if they were ever to split up, that would be the one thing that would potentially cause it. Um, just spending too much time apart and having this lack of communication that keeps them together and like letting jealousy grow. So I think that they really make an effort to spend time together even when they're busy. And then we have this Wheel of Fortune card and this is about just I feel like with them this is talking about how there's an understanding between the two of them that like what goes up must come down. Like at this moment in time, she may be the one doing this, but in the future, he may be the one, doing things that are making her jealous. So I think they have a really good, positive, like open relationship where they can talk about things and they can say, like, okay, this is how I feel. And today it's me, but tomorrow it could be you. Do you know what I mean? Like there's a real empathy. So it's just this way of understanding each other and putting one another first. Let's see if we get anything else for them. I do think they're very interesting, and I can imagine that would be super challenging being in their position, both being actors and busy and having on-screen love interests. Okay, that flew out, so we're gonna take it. Another reversal. Oh my god, Page of Wands in reverse. So this is talking about neither of them wanting a new beginning, which I love that. So they're committed. Every time do a reading on them, they are committed. They do not want a new beginning with someone else. So whatever rumors or, whatever's going on in their lives, I think they're really good at blocking it all out because it's like when like they know that this is like what they really want, that this connection is right. So that's really cute. I get like such a solid energy every time I do a reading on them. Okay, let's see. Gigi says, I think it was related to Timothée. Yes, I think you're right. Okay, let's see. TJ, woo child. Passion and happiness, right? So cute. Let's see. Oh my God, Lou. I have not heard this rumor. That's wild. Yes, I will. My God. Have you guys heard this? Lou says, can you see if Natalie Joy cheated on husband Nick Vial? The rumor. Oh my God, he used to be the Bachelor. What? Oh, I have not heard that. Did anybody else hear that rumor? We'll pull the cards, Lou, but wow, I'm like floored by that one. Okay. So before we do that, we're gonna do Taylor Russell in regards to Timothée Chalamet. Okay, I'm just gonna pull a couple to see if I don't know, just to see what's the vibe like between Taylor Russell and Timothée Chalamet, if any vibe. 6 of Wands in reverse. This is the best friend of the year energy. Let me pull a couple of clarifiers there before I do the reading. Interesting. Knight of Wands in reverse. I'm gonna flip my deck because I keep getting a bunch of reversals here. The Emperor. Huh. Let me get one more. 9 of Wands. Okay. Huh. I am getting a story here. I don't know if they've worked together in the past, but this is interesting. So we have this Best Friend of the Year awards in reverse. I would say that they're not friends. I'm not going to say they're enemies, but do I think that they're going to date based on this reading? No, I don't. There's something there. Yeah, I would say they're not friends, which is kind of a weird thing to say. 'Cause that came out for a reason. So I think there's a little bit of dislike, or there's been a conflict, or there's something, there's tension between the two. Knight of Wands in reverse. I think that there was someone who made an advance. I think, oh my God, and we have Wands here. And I just may be totally naive. Maybe they've like done a movie together or something, but I would say that Timothée Chalamet, being like the wand boy that he is in all of our readings, I think that he approached her at some point, pursued her at some point. And in reverse, he was turned down. I think that she sees him as an emperor energy, which is a little bit like she sees him more in like an egoic sense. Like I think she thinks he has like a big ego, which is interesting. And she doesn't like that. And Nine of Wands, like if she thinks of him, she's definitely like very much just it's kind of like it gives us like pulled back energy. Like, I don't know about that. Nine of Wands, it's like it hasn't like really made her mind up, doesn't really think about him too much. I don't think he's like on her mind. But when she's asked about him, I think she kind of holds her tongue. But Nine of Wands, like she definitely has her thoughts about him, but she doesn't like share it openly. She's not an open enemy or anything. But this is not a good vibe. Like something has happened between the two of them. She's not interested in him at all. Um, it's weird. Best works. Oh Lord, the wands. Oh my God. Thank you, Gigi. Yes, and another request here about Harry's new album. You're so right. Okay. Let's see. All right. Harry's new album. Thank you guys. Let's see. Will Harry's new album be a response to Taylor Swift? Yeah, you picked up on that last time you looked for them. He hit on her. Oh my God, thank you, Penny. I swear to you guys, I like start to like forget who was who in some of these readings. You're right, Penny. Penny, and you posted that at 11:01, 111. So confirmation. Guys, when the reading comes out the same time, two different times, I can't. That's crazy. Well, apparently the wand boy's gotta, get it together. Poor Kylie. I think that's why she's like chasing him around. Anyway, okay. So hold on, let me catch up on these and then we will wrap it up so we're not up too late. But this is fun. All right. Let's see. Harry's new album. Will Harry Styles' new album have any sort of inkling of a response to Taylor Swift? Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Let me get a couple more. King of Wands in reverse. Oh my god. Uh, Ace of Pentacles. Hmm. So Two of Pentacles is like balancing something. In reverse, it's like, yeah. Okay, this is like balancing something, or like you can be kind of spread too thin. Like you can be difficult trying to do two things at once. So I'll say this, allegedly for entertainment purposes, and I could be wrong on this one because this is kind of like this feels very complex to me. I'm gonna say it's not that he hasn't considered it, okay? Because this is like, if you look at this, like literally, it's like this person's like, like maybe weighing things out, thinking about the money though. It's like, I don't know, should I, shouldn't I? That's kind of like how I feel about this. In reverse, this is like, I think I think he decided against it. King of Wands in reverse, because he doesn't like feel passionate about that. I think that other people may have wanted him to do that in the past. Like said, okay, you need to do a Taylor Swift like answer. And I think it made him feel kind of like, but that's not really me. Like that's not what I do. I don't do songs that like play into tabloids to get money. I don't wanna, and not saying that that's what she does, but that's, like, allegedly for entertainment purposes, how he looks at it. He's like, "If I were to do that, it's not authentic to me." Like, I don't write response songs. I write songs about things that I'm passionate about, or, like, I write songs about what I'm actually going through, and that's not something that I'm, like, thinking about right now. Like, that was a time in my life where, we're still friends, and I have, like, I want the best for her. I don't have, like, a response, and so if I do that because you guys think that it'll help me, like, make money from, like, the Swifties and the sales of, like, all the albums, that wouldn't be really me. So I think he considered it, but then not like King of Wands in reverse, he was just like, "No, that's not me." Like, this is it's a no. I'm not passionate about that. And then Ace of Pentacles, I would say, but whatever he does decide to do, his album's gonna be really successful. I think this is gonna be a really, huge album for him, like, just lots of money and lots of success, but doing it his own way. Love that. Okay, you go, Harry. You do it your way. All right. Let's see. She's a fire sign and wants to represent fire. Ooh, so true, voice of Davis. Mm. Okay, let's see. What are you guys saying? Oh, Lord the Wands. We do personal readings. Oh, not to, I won't do them today because we're gonna do the Tarot T voice of Davis, but I do have some personal readings that I'll be offering. Usually, like my books are closed and I don't do them, but when I come back from vacation, I do want to do some personal readings. So I'll post about that in the community tab. Thank you so much for asking, though. Okay. Natalie Portman and Paul Mescal. Yes, voice of Davis. Thank you for the reminder. Oh my God, you guys. This was a wild photo, and if you guys saw this photo of Natalie Portman and Paul Mescal, if you haven't seen it, just Google it real quick, you gotta see it. They look like they are just having the time of their lives, laughing, giggling, and when I saw this, I was like, "Was this taken, like, when they were just being social, or is this, like, part of a project? Because they seem very chummy and very, like, happy together. So, I'm just curious to see as well, voice of Davis, what is the energy between the 2 of them? Like, is this a friendship, or could there be a little bit more going on? Because as we know, Natalie Portman just recently got divorced from her cheating ex-husband. So, I think it's nice that she's, like, having fun. Okay, let's see. Woo woo, haha, we love confirmation. We sure do, Sage Moon. Oh my god. Oh my god, Beth, I'm dead. Your comment. Oh my god, it's so funny. Oh my god. Wait, so Davis, I mean, her husband cheated on her, so I'm all in if she's happy, right? Agreed. Okay. So first, let's pull a card for her energy. How is Natalie Portman doing just in general? Like, what are her feelings towards her love life in general? Okay. Oh, you know what? Not surprised. Wow. The moon reversed just like Ben Affleck. Wow. Confirmation again. So Ben Affleck, as we read for him, that he is in a stage of self-examination, contemplation, like thinking about the choice that he's made in his life. She's in the same energy. And it's interesting because both are allegedly going through a divorce. So yeah, she kind of feels like that too. Like she's just kind of thinking about like why she's chosen the people that she's chosen in her life, why things went south with her ex, why she personally chose that and what she wants in order to feel fulfilled and nurtured, the moon card energy in her next relationship. She doesn't want to go through another relationship where she doesn't feel nurtured and loved and seen. So I think she's kind of doing some self searching, right? Which is great and makes sense. And I think this is such a good time to do that before she gets, into another connection. Beth says, go, Natalie, find your happiness, right? Yes, go, Natalie. Okay, let's see. Voice of Davis says she's a Gemini sun, Virgo moon, Scorpio rising. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I love that Jupiter will be right there with her sun this year. That's really good. I think she's going to have a good year then. Good year for career too. And Paul's an Aquarius with a Cancer moon. Oh my God. Okay, Cancer moon and Virgo moon compatibility is so high. I feel like with the Cancer moon, Cancers can make Virgos feel really seen and comfortable and safe. My God, you guys, I would not be surprised. And then the Aquarius sun with the Gemini sun, both are, air signs. They really get each other. Okay. This could definitely be more than just a friendship. Thank you for giving me the signs, Voice of Davis. That's so crazy. Okay. So that's her energy right now. Let's pull her energy towards Paul Mescal in that photo. How was Natalie Portman feeling towards Paul Mescal in that photo where they were just giggling it up? Oh, the Hanged Man. You know what? I am so not surprised by that though. She's like in a phase of her life right now where she's like, I am not trying to get into anything serious. The Hanged Man is like, I'm on the fence here. Like, I'm not going to commit to somebody right now. I'm not, you know what I mean? And she can, I don't know, you can fight it all day long, but yeah, it's interesting. It could still turn into something. But I get that Hanged Man energy. She's like, I'm not in a place where I'm trying to date right now. I don't know. Okay, and then what about Paul Mescal? How does he feel about his love life in general? And then we'll see how he feels towards her. How does Paul Mescal feel about his love life in general? Like, what kind of phase is he in when it comes to dating and relationships? Good night, Penny. Oh my gosh, sweet dreams. Thank you for being here. You're so sweet. Have an amazing start to the week. Temperance. Oh my God, you guys, this is too much. He's temperance. She's the hanged man. It's like, okay, well, this relationship's not gonna be, like, moving forward at breakneck speed or anything. That's so funny, if there is a connection there. But the way he looks at his love life, which I actually like as well, I think it's healthy, he views it in a temperate fashion. He's like he doesn't wanna rush into anything with anybody. Also, as an Aquarius sun, Aquarius people can be, I think, just slower moving when it comes to relationships and commitment. It's 11:11 here, Central Time, Make-A-Wish. Um and so okay, I had to make one real fast. Okay. And so I feel like he's just not in that headspace. He's just like, I just want to keep it slow and steady. I'm a little detached right now. He doesn't rush into stuff. Because also with the Cancer moon, I think that once he commits, he really commits. Okay. How does he feel? How does Paul Mescal allegedly feel towards Natalie Portman? Specifically in that photo. The Chariot reversed. Okay. This is interesting. So this is about having passion but restraining it. So do I think he's attracted to her? Yes, I do. But do I think that he is being a gentleman? And oh my God, we have the Temperance card with the Chariot reversed. That's hilarious. He is like He's like, "Remember, you're not doing that. You're not gonna rush in with anybody, like, you're just gonna keep it cool." And she is, working on herself, and she's in this introspective phase, and she's not wanting anything with me, but I think that there's definitely a crush here, but he is hiding it because he doesn't wanna, like, come on too strong, temperance energy, because he knows what she's going through, what she's been going through. This could be something that I think could develop over time. If not, definitely a fun flirtation that I think is actually good for both of them, because I think he has a huge crush on her, and I think he probably has for, like, a long time. Like, maybe she was also somebody that, because I mean, she's been famous for a while, right? So maybe, I think it's a crush, definitely. He feels very giddy, Mars energy. But I think that, for her, this could also just help her kind of get her groove back a little bit, a little flirting, all that. But I just don't think that she's, like, ready to get deep or, like, explore that moon card energy of opening up her heart and, like, soul again. She just got divorced and that was a whole thing. So I would say it's cute, it's fun, it's a good friendship vibe, little flirting, but I think that's kind of it. Um, Michael, mine came true, your wish, you're so sweet. Michael, so sweet, so sweet. Let's see, okay, wait, hold on. Did we have any others? I'm trying to remember. Michael got me all, like, discombobulated. I'm like. You're so sweet. Let's see. Oh, Robin says, "Can you please add Mariah Carey and Lenny Kravitz to your reading request?" Wait, what? Robin, are they together? Are they dating? What's going on? Beth says, "Does everyone know about June 6th being the beginning of 6 planets in alignment? Big energy." Big energy. Oh, yes. I've been seeing that about how they're all, like, aligning and stuff. Thank you so much, Beth, for bringing that up. We'll have to get into that more. I think I'm gonna put that one in a members video because we have, like, a lot of stuff happening. I'll probably combine that with the new moon reading, June 6th for the members thing, but yeah, it's so wild. We have such, like, good energy for June. It's so exciting. Aw, so sweet. Okay, Mariah Carey and Lenny Kravitz. I will do a quick reading on them, Robin, before we go to bed because it's getting late. We gotta get some sleep. Um, but let's see. Let's see what's going on. Okay, Robin says yes. All right, cool. Mariah Carey and Lenny Kravitz. I kind of love that. I sort of don't get it, but I love it? Because I feel like Lenny Kravitz is, like, so cool. And Mariah, so I went to her concert. I think I told you guys about this. Wow, like, that was, like, a long time ago. We've been doing our tea times a while. But I went to her concert in November for it was, like, her, Christmas tour. And oh my god, weird. I'm actually wearing this from her Christmas tour. I got this there. This is that is weird. What are the odds? Okay, some weird alignments happening right now. I think it's gonna be a good reading. But she was really like the full diva that I thought she would be. Like, it was not a persona. Like, even when she was like kind of like just doing her own thing, like, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I could just tell. I'm like, Mariah Carey really is Mariah Carey. Like, she really is. She just is. This is who she really is. I don't know. It's not an act. It's not like JLo. JLo feels like an act. Mariah feels like a diva, but someone who's like just actually a diva. And I don't even think she means it like in a bad way. She's an Aries. It's just like who she is. Oh. And JLo has her Chiron in Aries. Oh, and they had some beef. Oh my God, guys. Weird. Okay. Anywho, I know, right, Michael? I have my Mariah sweatshirt on now. Like, what are the odds? It's crazy. So let's do the reading. Beth says there's another planetary alignment in August too. Ooh, okay, Beth. Okay. The planets are keeping us on our toes. I'll definitely make sure to get into all of that when the time comes. All right. So first, let's pull a card for how about we do this? Let's do past, present, future of their connection. That's always a good one for developing relationships. So between Mariah and Lenny, what brought these two together who seem unlikely? But maybe they're just twins. Yes, Lenny is suave, Sage says. Okay, so what brought them together is Seven of Cups energy. That's giving unstable. Okay, let me get another one. What? Allegedly for entertainment purposes. What brought Lenny Kravitz and Mariah Carey together? Allegedly. Mm. Wow. Okay, two cards of like change and instability. We have the World and the Seven of Cups. Huh. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna come back to that because this makes me feel like they've both kind of been through a lot. It's almost like we kind of met like we fell in love in a hopeless place. That Rihanna song. but I don't think it's like a bad thing. I feel like it's like things had to happen this way for them to get together. It's like it's so crazy it just might work. Like that's kind of how it feels. All right, so that's what brought them together. What about in the present moment? What is their connection energy between Lenny Kravitz and Mariah Carey? Allegedly. Okay, 6 of Cups, but in reverse. Get a clarifier. Why is this in reverse? Justice. Oh, there's a little bit of an imbalance between the two of them. My God. Okay, let's keep it moving. There's a lot to unpack. Okay, the future, allegedly, of that kind of fell. I'm gonna take it. Wish I wouldn't have, but judgment in reverse. Okay. The future for Lenny Kravitz and Mariah Carey's connection. No. Okay. We were up. We were up. We were so high with the sweatshirt on. It was all aligning, and then 10 of Swords. So here we go. Well, I mean, it does make sense, but okay. So they fell in love in a hopeless place type of energy. They were actually drawn together by kind of like chaos, change, and choices. It just kind of seems like both of them have been through a lot when it comes to like love and relationships, and they might also both be like a little bit jaded, but I do think that they connected in a very authentic way to where they felt like they could actually talk to each other and understand each other because they're both like legends in the music industry, and like I don't know, there was just like a mutual understanding of like I get you, you get me, like we get what we've been through. Like I don't know, it's very authentic. Like I think they really just could talk. Um it kind of feels like a long lost friend type of energy, even though I don't know that they were ever really friends. I don't know, it's like a familiarity. There was a familiar feeling, and it brought them together, and it was sort of like, I don't know, like maybe they kinda therapized each other type of thing. And then we have the 6 of Cups in reverse is how they are doing right now. Now, I love the 6 of Cups because this is like a past life love energy. Maybe they even have like a past life love together. I don't know. We'd have to look at their charts, but this is talking about a very solid connection. So I think that they both feel strongly about each other. This is Cups energy. There is, this feeling of like this could really be something special. So it's genuine. It's really genuine. But the reason that it's in reverse is because this justice card, something is imbalanced between them, unfortunately. So this is kind of giving another karmic relationship, but I feel like it's so they can learn. It's not like to hurt them. I think that they're helping each other clarify what it is that they both need to understand in order to find a more long lasting love. It's kind of like, I don't know, they just have like the wisdom for each other. They're helping each other to learn. There's this process of like clarifying things for each other. So it's not going to last forever, but I think that it's definitely a good season, while it's like happening. But eventually, this justice card of imbalance is going to catch up, I think, allegedly. And when that catches up and they realize that they just don't really balance each other out as well as they thought, there's like some needs in the relationship not being met. Um, there's going to be a moment of judgment that will be, this judgment reverse energy of like, oh, I think that we made a mistake. Like maybe we thought that it was this thing, but maybe it really isn't. Like we didn't really think it through, or like more details have come out. But yeah, like we didn't like we're not having the best judgment kind of thing. And so because of that, 10 of Swords, it will end. But I do think that I'm getting this feeling though that like they helped each other still, like I don't know. It's like it had to end because it was meant to only be a season. That's how it feels. I think that it's gonna help like them heal. And I think they both sort of needed each other at this time for whatever reason. I'm not quite sure like what Lenny has been going through. Let me see if I get anything else. But huh. Sejun says, yeah, I think they're a good match on the same level slash vibe. They kind of give power couple energy, right? It's almost like you could see it. Good night, voice of Davis. Sweet dreams. Have a good start to your week. Yeah. What? The world card again? Okay, that's weird. So this is double confirmation of like, it's like this, it's about change. The World card again, it's about change and it's about healing and the lesson of healing and being able to adapt to change. Yeah, like they're helping each other like a soul level lesson. And Sage and I agree with what you said that it's the tarot T is saying that they're better off as friends for sure. It's about their friendship, it's about healing and helping each other to understand themselves even better. So, yeah, I think it's a little spicy fling that may just end up, better as a friendship, but I think they're both gonna have learned a lot from it, and I think that they needed each other at the time when they came together, so I think they helped each other a lot, like, so they didn't feel lonely and, like, all this stuff. I just think there was some stuff going on with both of them. So, yeah, that is the tarot tea on those 2. And on the other crazy stories, thank you guys so much for all of your requests. Thank you for all of the tea that you have spilled. Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. You provided, as usual, the dates, the info. Robin, you came with all the Hollywood tea. Sage Moon, Beth, you guys had so much good info. I love you guys. All are the best. That was fun. That was a good way to end the weekend. And I am excited to get more into all of the different stories that we have this week. I have a Selena Gomez episode, like a quickie that'll be coming out this week that I filmed. I'm editing it right now. We got some good stuff about they're gonna love. Anyway, there's a lot to chat about always, but you guys are the best, and I hope you have such a good start to the week and you're enjoying Gemini season. Adrian says, "Thank you so much, Britt. Aw, this was fun. Thanks, guys. Okay, everybody, sweet dreams. Get some good rest, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Good night. Aw, good night, Beth. Thank you for spilling the tea.